Hello, y'all. It is Divine Celion. Ooh, looking rough today. Okay, that's all right. It ain't about what I look like. It's about the information I got. Love y'all. Okay, welcome in. So, I'm going to preface it with this. I am a transformational self-love coach. And I teach people the value in loving themselves um, so they can make permanent change in their life. Okay? So, I promised you that I would give you a beginning talk on quantum self love, the science of transforming yourself. Now, I got my notes because I didn't want to mess this up. Okay. So, this is the beginning of it, and I wanted to explain a couple of things to you. When people think of quantum physics, they don't think of using that to change your life. Now, we see a lot of things in dealing with quantum physics and how it affects our life because we're energy, right? And we're energy bodies. So, did you know that the secret to self love might actually be found in quantum physics? Because quantum physics is the basis of everything. Stick with me. This is about to blow your mind. Check this out. So, in order for me to explain quantum self love, I'm going to explain quickly what quantum physics is. Okay, now I go more in depth into this in my program. And I have different programs depending on where people are at in their journey. So, first, let's give a quick breakdown. So, quantum physics is the science of the smallest particles. We're talking about atoms, electrons, energy waves, okay? The smallest pieces of existence of life, okay? And the properties and the behavior of those and how they act, okay? Now, unlike physics, and right now there's a discussion going on about physics actually the way that it's being taught and being looked at being incorrect. And I, in my personal opinion, think that is correct because quantum physics is the basis. So quantum physics is different from classical physics, okay, which is the law of the physical properties. That's different. So unlike classical physics where things are predictable, the quantum world is not, okay? It works differently. Particles can be in two places at once, unlike people, but our consciousnesses can. Like think of your main conscious and your subconscious, right? So particles can be in two places at once, connecting across space and change just by being observed. And that is studied in psychology, how we act when we're observed by an outside source versus how we observe ourselves and then how we react in kind. Okay? So here are three key principles that relate to self-love. Now, there's more in quantum physics, but there are three that we specifically look at and then we delve into and we break down in how to work on yourself. So one is supposition. That means particles exist in multiple states at once until observed. It's really cool. I know if you're not a science person, because I am. If you're not a science person, you may be like, what? But go look this up. It is such a phenomenal concept, quantum physics, and quantum mechanics. But particles exist in multiple states at once until observed. So think of your identity, right, and who you are. You can both exist as your past self if you choose to, or you can exist as your future self. This is like in transition, when you're transitioning from changing from how you don't want to be to what you want to be. Okay. And you're in a middle state. Well, that middle state, you're both until you're learning to transition to that new one. Okay. Entanglement. That's number two. Particles can be deeply connected no matter how far apart they are. Love does that. Love is the connecting force of the all mind. Now, notice I didn't say knowledge. Love and mathematics, because that is the universal language. I know it's trippy. I know, because you'd be like, love and mathematics, because mathematics is universal, right? So is love. Those are the two things in the two languages that are the most. We're going to get there. So particles can be deeply affected and connected no matter how far apart they are. Like you can love somebody no matter how far away they are. You're still connected, right? People can jump in your energies. People doing magic on you, no matter how far they are from you, they're speaking on your energy and they're affecting you. Okay? That is entanglement. Your emotions, your beliefs, your relationships are entangled, influencing your reality, even when you don't realize it because it gets into your subconscious. Like how we learn our political views and how we form them and what we decide to do with that and the relationships that we have. And then when they change, we change to a whole different reality, a whole different set. Okay. And 3, the observer effect, which is the act of looking at at a particle change its behavior. The act of looking at a particle changing its behavior is the same thing we do in school with kids when we're dealing with behavior and how to change that behavior. Okay? So just like in life, when you focus on self-doubt or self-love, your reality will shift to these things depending on how you see it. See, you manifest what you believe, what you see, what you think, what you put your emotions behind. You manifest. And you don't be paying attention sometimes to where you are in the now moment. And we had this talk about the now moment. This is why being in the now moment is so important. This observer effect. Because when you're looking at behavior, you're looking at the now. You study the past to see the trend. And this is how we help you when people help you, right? Some of us look at your trends from the past, your baseline. What is it that you're always doing that you need to change? Okay. And then we look at where you want to go, the behaviors you want to form. And in the middle, the now, how to get there. Okay. So what is quantum self-love? You may ask yourself. What is divine doing? What is divine spending her time doing? Let me explain. Quantum self-love means understanding that you are more than a meat sack. You are energy. You have behaviors that can change, but we're observable and we're changeable based on how we're observed, based on how we are with other people and around other people. See, that's why I was saying loving you is not just about you. It is about you, knowing you, changing and transmuting your energy, but then you take that and you relate it to how you relate to everyone else to build the universal collective of love. You understand? This is why you love you. So you understand you and you understand. Your understanding grows when you love you. You start to see your patterns. You start to see what you're doing. You start to be able to sit back and observe. Okay? Your energy, your thoughts, your emotions shape reality. This is one thing you must understand if you want to change anything within yourself. You are energy and you can manipulate and mold energy just like the people outside of you do. Okay? You can do the same thing for yourself. Just like quantum particles, your identity is fluid. It is not static. It doesn't stay the same. You can choose a new reality by shifting your mindset. The love you give yourself today entangles with your future self, influencing your confidence, your success, and all of that, and your happiness. Sorry about that, y'all, but that was confirmation. And the way you observe yourself. Deals with self-love. The way you observe yourself, whether with self-criticism or self-compassion, determines how you grow and evolve. And I'm going to go a step further. It also determines how you see other people because we mirror other people. Based on how we see ourselves and how we feel we should be moving, we are projecting onto other people how we feel they should be, forgetting that they have their own life and their own course. Okay? So this confirmation, y'all. So this is part 1 in a nutshell. And I know this was super fast. I get it. But I'm going to give you some tidbits on how to help you. If you're interested in the classes, let me know. I will leave the information for you. And we can get this ball rolling and started. Take care now. Love you guys. Namaste.